Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. Welcome to another Gold Panning Fever episode number, what is it? 198. 198. How's it going, everybody? Of course, my phone goes off right when I'm doing it. So, welcome to the show, everybody. Today we're going to be panning out some white horse, just like the thumbnail said. Got a bag right here. Actually got two bags. So, yeah. So, we're going to be going through two bags of white horse today. See if there's any difference between the two. I don't think there is. Well, maybe. Material looks different in the bags. So I got one of them off of Whatnot and the other one I got from the Gold Nuggets sales store. So, all right, let me catch up on chat, open everything up so I can make sure everything's working right. There we go. There we go. What is it? Let's see. Ortiz, thank you for being here. Well, lurking. I appreciate you lurking. Cockatoo Birdman, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. I don't know, my studio is not working right on YouTube. Figure something's always broken. Ron F, how's it going, Ron? It's been a while. How you been doing? Refotris, how are you watching Polly's video on the 100K Paydirt bucket? That was a farce. I couldn't even watch it. I watched the first minute of it, then I had to turn it off. It's all staged. There's zero risk in buying a $100,000 bucket of gold from Brian Thomas when Brian Thomas is in the video. I mean, and hand delivers you the Paydirt knowing it's going to Pioneer Poly for a video on YouTube. There was zero risk involved in that. It was just, Weezen, thank you for being here. HD Chevrolet, thank you for being here. Thank you both for being mods. I appreciate it so much. Shane Prothero, how's it going? Who else we got? Stephen LeBlanc, how's it going? Michael Reed, MCD Prospecting, how's it going? I got some MCD on the shelf over here. The shelf's a wonder. Who else? KC, how's it going, my man? John Gear, Tomcat Josh, Fox Rider 1072, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Brad Thompson, thank you for joining the show. Thomas High, thank you for joining the show. Aaron Mack, Kristen Reed, the other half of the Reed, MCD Prospecting, thank you for being here. Bond Servant of Yeshu, thank you. From Fairbanks, Alaska. Jeff Boge, back from Minnesota trip after 20-hour flight. Ooh, 23-hour flight. Oh, that's horrible. That is just a brutal one. Thomas High, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I think I got everyone. Jeff O'Reilly, Sean McClelland, and D3 Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. All right, now I can pop this out so I don't have to stare at the studio, YouTube studio, because something's always wrong with it. All right, there we go. I can open up my OBS. It's so much better when I have to look at my own face the whole time we're doing this show. But yeah, we're going to be going through some white horse Paydirt today, and we're going to be giving away a whole bunch of Paydirt today. So we got 3 bags of Paydirt to go through. Keith and Wynn, how's it going? Yeah, I'm always thinking about other people. I was like, there's probably someone out there mining in this heat wave we've got going on in this country. I should probably do a live show so they come inside. But yeah, better to come inside. Hours Crafted, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. David Danduran, Chasing Cheddar, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. So yeah, but we got 3 bags to give away tonight. We're going to be giving away all from Gold Nugget Sales. They were all donated by Gold Nugget Sales, Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales. We've got a beginner bag. We've got a Best of California bag. And one of my favorites, the Gutter Gold, baby. It probably is my favorite, except for it's so hard to get. But the Gutter Gold, because you got to outbid Teo. Is Teo here somewhere? You got to outbid him to get one of these suckers. So, but now you don't have to bid anything. You can win this. But we're going to be doing 2 different giveaways tonight. So we're going to have 2 different giveaways here. Let me put the first one up. What's up, Wesley? Is that it? So yeah, so to win this bag will just be the normal bag. The mods later in the show will start dropping a hidden link. When they drop the hidden link, if you put your name in there, if you go leave a comment on the hidden link, you'll get a chance to win the beginner bag. That one will be easy, just like that bag of Paydirt. It's going to be easy peasy. For the other 2 bags, These are going to be a little complicated. I originally thought Mike would have his live show tonight on Whatnot, and I had something else devious planned, but unfortunately Mike decided to watch my show instead. So I'm sure he's around here listening in or something. Jason, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. So what we're going to do for these is you have to go to the pinned comment above. There will be a link so you can join Whatnot through it or go to Whatnot through it. You must look me up and send me a message on Whatnot. And everyone that sends me a message on Whatnot today, before the end of the show, not in a month from now, not somebody watching the replay of this video in 6 months from now saying, because I said now. So today, during the live show, that sends me a message with the words Gold Sal, GOLDSAL, I will put you on a wheel and you'll get a chance to win one of these bags tonight. And those will just be because tomorrow, when his Whatnot show is live, I'm going to message every single one of y'all back and tell you he's live so you can come hang out with them. So that's easy. If you're already following me, then you just have to go to Whatnot, look me up, and send me a message. Just send me a message, send me a PM. Yes, send me a personal message, DM, whatever you want to call it. Send Gold Sal, the word Gold Sal, just so I know it's you today and it's not just somebody sending me a message. You send me a PM on Whatnot, Miller Prospecting and Whatnot, and just say Gold Sal. Yeah, send me a PM on Whatnot. Link above. Go just click that link. If you're already a member, it doesn't matter. It'll just send you right to Whatnot. Steven Single-Handed, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. So yeah, if you're already following me, if you're already a member of Whatnot, it does not matter. I just want everybody to, because tomorrow I might do something a little special on tomorrow's live show with Whatnot. I might not, it depends. I might end up missing the show because I have something I might have to do. But if not during the show, I'm going to message everyone right before the show to remind everyone to go say hi to Mike. Again, donated a massive amount of Paydirt this month for the show to do donations. He's got some big giveaways coming on his vlog coming out soon, so just all got to give a big thank you to him. So I'm gonna make everyone go show up to his show tomorrow. Thomas, hi, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show again. I already said hi to you like 3 times. Mike, how's it going? Thank you for joining. So here, I need to obviously open up my Whatnot so I can make sure I can keep track of these messages. And I also need to do a wheel, don't I? So let me go so I can start making sure I get everyone's name on the wheel. Wheel of names, there we go. Oh, wow. That has a lot of names on it already. You don't want that wheel. And I will tell everyone, if you're a Patreon member, I think I've devised a way to put the wheel back on Patreon. So I don't know if I'm going to ask them permission or forgiveness later, but I think I'm going to start running the wheel a little bit on Patreon. So we'll see how that goes for the Patreon giveaways. Or contest. All right, now how do I get to my messages? You can see I don't really use Whatnot too much except for bidding, so. All right, I'm seeing some people there. Yeah. Why is my phone going crazy? All right, good. Okay, so it's working. All right, there we go. I'm seeing some names on there. Later on, I'm just not going to start trying to type the names in. We're just going to do it. So, Joey Brown, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Albert Austin, how's it going? Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, so this is just, like I said, this is just a way, I'm trying to make things more difficult for everybody to win some stuff that Mike gave away. Oh my gosh, why is my phone just blowing up? I don't know why my own phone always, nobody's called me on. All right, so wait, I'll answer that when I'm panning. So, but yeah, here, okay, we'll open up chat. I'm just trying to make things a little bit more difficult. I figure, if you want the easy way, then you'll have a chance to win the easy Paydirt. If you want to do things the rough way, then you get a chance at winning the good stuff. That's how it's going to work. So, oh my gosh, and what's wrong with my computer? I swear, I need to buy a new computer down here. I think being around all this water and dust doesn't make this thing work good. That is it, Brad. One of the best things about Whatnot is you'll sit there and, I got to get this nice nugget. This is the most beautiful nugget I've ever seen. And then as soon as you win it, you're like, oh man, that one's even nicer. It is a rough thing to have to do. Bills Mills, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Love and miss the wheel. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Now, I don't know if how many of y'all know this, but Jason from Flower Gold Wizards has left Patreon and he's started up his new membership program on Circle. And I was thinking about moving to Circle. I don't know. I might do it later on next year or something. I might do it. I don't want to leave Patreon right away. They haven't really been brutal to me. They only suspended me once for a couple hours. That was about it. But yeah, but I do like Jason's new setup. I just have to play around with it, and it is costly. That's the problem with Jason's the Circle thing is pretty good if you have a lot of members. It makes it kind of worth it. If you have less than 100 members, it costs me more than if I was just stuck on Patreon. And I don't know if I'm willing to lose, $40 or $50 just so I can get rid of the gold contest, And especially once at a certain point, if you've only got 25, 30 members, Circle really isn't very worth it. You're just going to eat up half of your giveaway stuff because of it. So I'm definitely going to look into it. I might do a different membership program. There are some membership programs where I can just outright buy them and implement them into my website. But I did think of a way I could re-implement the wheel somewhat into the monthly Patreon giveaways or contests and stuff like that. So it won't be, unfortunately, for the big prizes, but there'll be little prizes. I was looking at my shelves earlier today and I was trying to figure out a way where I could put all the prizes behind me. But unfortunately, my big head blocks so much of it. I block so much of the real estate behind me. There's no real way to do it. So yeah, it's easy. My whole website's built out on WordPress. So there's membership programs you can do on there. It's like anything, you just got to put the work into it and stuff like that. So, but I'm definitely looking at both of them. I'm kind of just like letting Jason, I've been talking to Jason a lot about the Circle. I'm kind of letting him, test play this thing out for a while. So if a month or 2 or 3, he really still loves it, then maybe I'll do Circle. I can't integrate Circle into my website. It's not as easy. But I can do it. So I might do that route too. So we'll have to just see. But we'll have to see. But yeah, today we're going to be going through 2 bags. White Horse. And this is one of my favorite Paydirts. I tend to like the different Paydirts on, that aren't the, just the basic, beach sand ones. So I do like the White Horse one. And that I got 2 bags of it. Unfortunately, this is the last of my gold nugget sales off the shelves of wonder. So I'm gonna have to start stockpiling some more gold nugget sales up there. I don't know. Even though I'm booked out for the year, it's always nice. I always try to keep at least 1 bag of Vendetta and 1 bag of gold nugget sales up there for those shows where, I just need an extra bag to pan out. So I have a White Horse in my cart to buy tomorrow. Yeah, it's one of my favorites on there. I like the White Horse and the Coyote Creek were always 2 of my favorites on there. Now, I will say I do have a special place for the Gutter Gold, but, some reason he made an exclusive on Whatnot, so I can't just go buy a bag anytime I want. So, but, and then we all need to get on Mike, so he'll start cleaning some more gold so that Gutter Gold pan will get a lot bigger, so he can start doing some bigger 3-gram bags again of the Gutter Gold. So, so get to it, Mike. John R., how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Left of the screen, that's my dirt. Where's that at? Yeah, I've got a whole bunch. I've got some MCD prospecting up here. I've got some Australian Paydirt. I've got a brand new Australian Paydirt up here. It's not going to be a review though, because he knew he was sending it to, I was getting it. So, Brad's Bucket Paydirt. Got Got some Bobby's Paydirt. This is a new seller, Bobby's Paydirt. Gold Baron told me about this one, so I got some of his Paydirt. I'm doing that review pretty soon, I think. I hit that one. Brad's bucket is actually going to be my live show number 200. So too bad Brad didn't have like a 5-gram bag or a 3-gram bag I could have celebrated that live show with. Instead, I'm gonna have to suffer through a 1-gram bag. So Mike said you couldn't change your screen name, but I think you can change. I think he just said he didn't want to change his screen name because everyone kind of was already used to the gold sal at that point. So yeah, I do know that Squarespace has it because I've talked to Mike over at Vendetta Prospecting. He's talked about doing moving from Patreon to Squarespace and membership, but I don't have Squarespace. I just built out my site. I don't want to have to learn how to use Squarespace. So yeah, that's one of the problems when you change your name. Like I will tell you that one of the YouTubers just changed their name, and it drives me crazy every time I see him that I will never remember it's him. You know. Broke my wallet getting 2 small tubs of Aussie Paydirt. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some Aussie Paydirt again this January. Next year in January, I'm going to be doing some more Aussie Paydirt. I absolutely love Australian Paydirt. It's my absolute favorite. It's super hard to get though. It's super expensive, especially when you put in having it shipped to a secret shopper, then paying that secret shopper to mail it to me. It's just a huge expense, which is why I didn't do it this year. But next year I am going to do it again. I am going to be very, very careful on the ones I buy from so I can make sure I get the absolute best ROIs I possibly can. But I can do yeah, I know you can definitely. There's a couple people in here. You, HD, could probably just do gold nugget sales for an easy year. Oh, and there's the man who buys up all the gutter gold. Hey, how's it going? All the gutter gold you can get. So, all right, we're going to shrink down the ugly mug. We're going to start panning. Whiskey Lover, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I was thinking about doing a whatnot show just so I could start panning on it. I'd just pan all day. Let people buy the water, little vials of water. I told somebody the other day, I was like, I just want it because right now, whatnot, they'll give you $150 if you sell $150 worth of stuff. So I'm not saying we could do this, but if everyone in the community just bought a $150 bag of Paydirt from each other, man, we'd have a lot of Paydirt going around in the community. But all right, Alan, how's it going, Alan Carey? Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it so much, brother. I know it's late for you, but thank you so much. All right, so here, I'm going to move stuff around. Oh, I gotta get my gold pan. I don't even have my gold pan. So we're gonna shrink down the ugly mug. We're gonna go to the sink that has no pan or catch pan or anything in it because I totally forgot to do that. So, all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug. We got to move the pan cam to there. All right. Then we're going to start panning out some of this white horse. Then we could do some giveaways too. So there you go. There's the water. No pan, no nothing. So give me a second to go get everything set up. We're going to start doing some panning. I've been moving cables and stuff around in my studio, so it's kind of a mess here. It's almost as if I didn't remember that today was a live show. I did remember, but I just didn't think it all the way through. All right, we got that there. We got that. Gotta get our pan for any nuggets we might find. Let's open up chat. All right, so while I'm setting this all up, I will explain again the three bags of Paydirt I'm giving away. So we're going to be giving away, if one of my mods want to drop the hidden link, it'll make it easier to explain this, and thank you very much in advance. So I'm going to be giving away a beginner bag of Paydirt. The mods periodically through the show will drop a hidden link. It will, Nightbot will say hidden link. There will be a link. If you follow that, you go leave a comment. We'll pick one comment at the end of the show to win this bag of beginner Paydirt. All you have to do is post something on the live chat. Again, I'll discuss this later. But if you want to win, that's the easy one. That's easy. Just click a link, leave a comment. If you want to win one of these two bags, Gutter Gold or the Best of California, you have to go to the top pinned comment. Click that. Go to Whatnot. If you're already a member of Whatnot, you still just go to Whatnot. You look me up, Miller Prospecting. Send me a PM, DM, message, whatever you want to call it, with Gold Sal in the message, GOLDSAL. Since Mike isn't live tonight, I can't do what I had originally planned, so we're just going to leave me a message. And then tomorrow, about 5:55, I'm going to message every one of you back to remind you that Mike is about to go live on his show. So, but I will take every one of those names for everyone that sends me a message tonight during this live show. Everyone that sends me a message, I will put in a wheel, and two of y'all will win these bags of Paydirt, the Best of California and the Gutter Gold. So, I think that was easy enough, right? Right. Alex Urias, thanks for joining the show. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it. So, all right, I'm going to... I didn't set up my tablet, so we're just going to use my phone. So give me 1 minute and reply to all these people that everyone decided to text me tonight. So there we go. All right, so let me see if I can find it on my tablet really quickly so I don't miss anyone's comments, because I'm sure you're all just like, oh, why is he ignoring my comments? Package total, how's it going? Easy peasy. I mean, easy. All right. YouTube, Miller Prospecting. Let's see if I'm on the top. And I am on the top. YouTube is starting to like me again. Yay. All right. There we go. All right, got chat open. Old pal on. Thank you very much for joining the show. And thank everyone for joining the show. I really appreciate you all coming to hang out with me tonight. I know there are other things everyone could be doing besides hanging out with me. So which one should we pan out first? We got the White Horse. This is from Whatnot. We have the White Horse that's not from Whatnot. I don't know if they're both the same. The material does look different. I don't know if you can see it. But that one looks kind of chunky. This one looks kind of fine. It might just be the way they were laying around in the bag. But we're going to do the non-Whatnot one first. First bag you bought was from Gold Nugget Sales. You can't go wrong with Gold Nugget Sales. You really can't. All right, yeah. Should I just dump both bags in the same one? They both guaranteed 1 gram. They were both closed bags, so there's one of them. We'll just do one at a time. No. Someone had sent me a message telling me that, and I'd asked Mike at Gold Nugget Sales, he was using some different material for some of his stuff. I don't know if this is it. The stuff, some of this stuff even looks like it's almost mud and rocks. Says I'm just trying to break it up to see. Because sometimes you get, it's hard to see with this, but you get these pieces that kind of look like this. They look like they might be clay. Or have a lot of dirt on them. This is the type of stuff that, if this wasn't Paydirt, if you were getting this out in the stream, this is the one where you definitely have to really wash these, see if there's any gold on them. But since this is Paydirt, I really don't think there's any gold trapped in any of the rock, So it doesn't really have to be that washed off. I mean, if I do miss some gold, it doesn't matter because these are Tuesday tailings. It's just going to go into the Tuesday pans. So someone told me yesterday, who was that? Was that you, David? Yeah, that was you, David. They said they found some silver in their Paydirt. This probably came from the Tuesday tailing. So I don't intentionally put silver in anything. Gregory, how's it going, my man? Beerman, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. So, this is definitely some dirtier material. A little bit of gold. One little piece. Maybe we'll take it out. See? I can't tell. There's gold. There's just something shiny, but twig. But one little piece of gold right there. So, put that in the cleanup pan. Get to it later. I know. Well, you'd be surprised. There's there's different levels of dirty for Paydirt or dirt. You can get some Paydirt that's just it's like finely rinsed, nothing. You don't have to worry about it. No organics, nothing. This Paydirt is not only dirty, it's got a lot. I mean, you can see everything floating around. It's got a lot of organics in it, which are my least favorite thing in Paydirt. But I mean, there could be worse things. So. P.A., how's it going, brother? An imagination to form. Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. Crusher might be needed. Like I said, if this wasn't Paydirt, like if I wasn't buying a bag of Paydirt, if somebody was like, hey, I'm working a stream, I'm going to send you a bag of this Paydirt, I would probably really power wash it down and check it and stuff like that. But since this is Paydirt, I would seriously doubt there would be any significant amount of gold that could get trapped on any of these rocks. I mean, you're talking about one little minus 40 spec for a whole bag, probably. It wouldn't be worth the time, really. Mr. Turtle Montana, thank you for joining the show. Steel post with the hard steel rod to crush rocks with. I got a video on how to make a cheap rock crusher where you just use a hitch. You just use a trailer hitch. I think it cost me $40 or something. They have a lot of DIY rock crushers. Bell piece, a nice little. I don't know if I can call this a picker. I picked it up, but probably doesn't weigh anything. It's just super flat, so. Yay. Yeah, Repoachers, you still watching the Pioneer Poly video? The manufactured video? Here, hold on, I got a close up on my computer. It's just driving me crazy. All right. All right. If I have both OBS open and my Google Chrome open, it just keeps flashing back and forth between the two of them. I have to figure that out, figure out what's wrong with it. Again, it's probably something just from, leaving the laptop down in the studio next to water and dust and a cat that likes to sleep on it all the time. And thank you everyone who has been leaving me messages on Whatnot. I can see them popping up. Thank you very much. I will at some point, we'll take a break, let everyone chit chat amongst each other, and I will put everyone into a wheel. It's been a long time since I've done a wheel. So we'll do a wheel tonight. You'll get a chance to either win a half-gram bag of the best of California or a half-gram bag of gutter gold. So, and again, this was just me wanting to thank Mike over at Whatnot. Mike is always too kind to this channel and other channels and everyone in the community with his donations and things like that. So, he didn't ask me to do this. He didn't suggest I do this. I didn't tell him I was going to do any of this. It was just once I decided to do this month, and I was like, okay, why not? Lake Superior has some gold. It's going to be, if you can pay and find gold, just look for that black sands and you can find it. Wait, hold on. Oh man, I missed something in chat. I hate being on my thing. Yeah, it just looked like an ad to me too. But I think Pioneer was trying to make it look like it wasn't. He kept talking about how it was the biggest risk, with $100,000 thing of Paydirt. Because I had thought of that I think last year or the year before last, whenever I did the gutter gold, the original video I did with the gutter gold, where it was like 25,000. I actually thought, I was like, man, I should ask Mike to send me a custom bag of Paydirt with $250,000, not that much. Mike doesn't like me that much. But, a huge thing like 50 grand worth of gold Paydirt, and pan it out and do a video on it and then just send it all back to him. But then I was like, well, then it's just, you're just doing an ad to trying to get views. And it's just, that's not what my channel is about. And, that's not really prospecting. So I don't know why, but, sadly, Pioneer probably has said it before. He said it in an old video where, once he got to a certain point and he started making money, and that became essentially his career, was doing YouTube, you've got to do stuff like that to keep the money coming in, because, the videos just drop. People stop watching them as much, so. Oh, they don't allow black sand panning anymore even? That's crazy. I'm sure you could find some type of equipment, Get like a gold drop and bring it out there and just set a beer on top and say, oh, it's just my koozie. The black sand helps keep the beer cold. What? There you go. See? So that's another reason to make sure I send you that message tomorrow, which I better set an alarm so I don't forget to send everyone a message. So yeah. Make sure you go to the pinned comment above if you haven't already. Nice little piece of gold. Go to the pinned comment above. Join Whatnot if you're already not a member of Whatnot. If you're a member of Whatnot, it doesn't matter. Just go over there, look for me, hit that button. Where is a towel? I need a towel. Send me a message with Gold Sal in the message, and I will put you on a list, and you have a chance to win one of 2 half-gram bags of Paydirt tonight, just for going through the Whatnot. And then also, if you aren't a member of Whatnot, you can get either $10 to $200 credit. So far, I think the 10 people I know who joined, I think 7 of them got $10, 2 got 20, and 1 got 200. I think that's the ratio right now. So views equal money, videos take money, no money. Yeah, but I mean, there's a difference between, there's a difference between making a video and then making a staged video. Then you're no longer making a video. Like, okay, My channel is predominantly known for doing Paydirt reviews. It's not the biggest thing on YouTube, you know. Nowhere in the metrics for YouTube is, you know, gold Paydirt reviews. Now there might be prospecting, but this is a subset of prospecting. So I was never going to get a million tons of views doing this. But if all of a sudden every single one of my reviews was a thumbnail, I found the biggest nugget I've ever found before in a bag of Paydirt. This is the biggest bag of Paydirt ever panned out. And every single one of them was just a commercial where me calling Mike saying, hey, Mike, I need a bag of Paydirt with this and this and this in it. You know, it's no longer a review. It's just a TV show at that point. So I got $10 off you. Join, use it all in collectible cards. Yeah, it's funny. So I was trying to see my daughter. I was like, oh, you should join Whatnot just so I could see what she got. You know, I sent her my link. And now her boyfriend absolutely hates me because there's some like little dolls or something you can get on there. Some like Asian dolls, these little bitty like furry dolls or something. She's been spending all his money on it because she couldn't join Whatnot for whatever reason. And so she had to join it on his phone, which is his credit card. So, you know. He's not too happy with me. Oh, Zay, how's it going? Sure, Chasen, what is it? I mean, it depends on what it is. I mean, you could post it. If I don't like it, I'll tell one of my mods to kick it off, but depends on what it's about. Yeah, that's it, the Labubu thing. That's it. Brad. Thomas, there you go. Yeah, the Labubu, that's what it is, so... You know, she's 21 and, you know, she makes enough money to get it, I guess. Well, her boyfriend makes enough money. I guess he can afford it. Otherwise, he'd delete it off his phone. Yeah. I still have to ask Mike from Vendetta. Maybe I shouldn't tell everybody, but oh well. So I know he got a $200 credit, and I want to know what he got with it. That's a big number. You get $200 free for Whatnot. You can get something nice with that. So those dolls you definitely have, yeah. But I mean, any of those Asian little things are. My daughter collects all those, like the different like keychain things. There's something else before that. There was ones that you put on your phone or something. I don't know. Every year she gives me a list of them that she wants for Christmas, and I hunt them down and find them for her. But you know, yeah, just send me a message on Whatnot. I see you. You got it, PA. You're on there. So at some point, we'll cut this off for the messages, and I'll start doing the wheel, and we'll do the wheel, and we'll do the giveaway, something like that. But in between there, if one of my mods or all of my mods want to drop the hidden link, remember, if you don't want to join Whatnot, if it's too complicated, if it's too much of a pain in the butt, if you do the hidden link my mods are about to drop, leave a message on there. You can win the easy bag of Paydirt with a half a gram of easy gold. So yeah. Well, she's not going crazy. You know, she's not buying like the $300 Lulubus and stuff like that. She's into just buying them and getting them random ones and like, oh, this is so cool. This one's hideous. And that's it. You know, she'll pay whatever it is, the $30 for the mystery box ones and stuff like that. You know, she doesn't go crazy and buy any of the ones that are like, oh, these are, you know, super rare or this and this and that. I used to do that. So a long, long time ago, when I used to really flip stuff on eBay, there was a whole bunch of things I used to always buy and like really scour the city for. Like, I don't know if people remember like Mighty Beans. When my older kids were younger, I mean, I literally was driving around all over the state just to get all of them. And I remember with the Mighty Beans, they got real, real big at a point. And I was like, and I just had a feeling, I was like, I think these things are about to tank. So I sold them all off, made a bank on it, and like 2 weeks later, they were pretty much dead. You could get them for like $20. You know, ones I was selling like, you know, clear ones that were special edition ones, gold ones, special edition ones for, you know, hundreds of bucks each. And next week they're, you know, worth like $20. So I got $20 and spent it on silver. There you go. Yeah, that's the one good thing is you can get a lot of cheap stuff. That's why I don't, you know, I don't mind the Whatnot promo. It's actually a decent promo because there's so many channels on there. Like I was telling everyone, I went on there the other day and I got they're actually going to be coming up in the wheel that I'm going to be doing for my Patreon members is some silver pesos, you know? And I got 4 of them for $20, so which is about what they cost. But you know, if you deduct $10 off that, you're getting them for half price. So, well, we need the $10 from yeah. No, no worries, Jason. I have a gold guessing contest going right now. If you're subbed, oh yeah, yeah, I was watching that yesterday and I kind of zoned out and stopped watching it. But yeah, I saw you advertise talking about it on Whatnot last night. I saw it was on Whatnot last night. Somebody highlighted it, and yeah, and then I started watching it, and then I kind of zoned out and was too tired. Nice little pile in this pan. No, but yeah, yeah, that's fine. Anything if somebody's gonna win something free or discounts and all that, yeah, yeah, I don't mind that. Recovering from the heat, yeah, it's brutal out there. It's not. That's one of my friends. She was telling me she was like she was getting ready to go cut her grass. Are you crazy? My grass ain't getting cut till it gets cooler. I don't care how long it gets. That's the one good thing. I've got one of those neighbors, you know, that's got like the house with the tarp that's been on his house for the last 20 years and trees growing out of his gutters. I never have to worry about the city coming to find me if my grass grows tall because his is always going to be twice as tall. So they're going to go after him long before they go after me. So yeah. I told her, I was like, no, there's just no way I'm going out and then cutting my heat. Like last week, I went out at like 7 in the morning and I was still dying by the time I finished. So, thank you very much, Whiskey. Thank you very much. Anyone can promote Gold Sal on Whatnot tonight. Still holding that silver bar you won? Well, there you go, brother. Those are really cool. I actually got those are the one that's from Cajun Bullion. Cajun Bullion, if you don't know, makes some of the coolest silver bars, those little Cajun bars. And it's not only the Cajun bar. I didn't bring the stuff down here. But not only when you buy his silver bars, you not only get your silver bar, but you get these poker chips, stickers, all kinds of stuff, patches, great stuff. And I love his bars. I just got 2 because I have 4 of them, 2 for each one of my kids. Um, and I also have I got 2.5 ounce bars from him that are really cool. I like those even better than the 1 ounce ones, but I can only afford, so much every month. So I don't love my kids that much. I like eating too. So being on blood thinners, yeah. It's just the heat is too bad, and it's not even the heat so much anymore. Like in the places where there's zero humidity, it's just so hot. Arizona and places like that, over 100 degrees, and places where it's not as hot, you have like whatever they're calling it, the corn sweat and stuff. Just because it's good, the humidity, the air just does not move. It's just brutal. You know. Hey, Tom, yeah, you'll see that in a lot of Paydirts. Well, it depends on where they get it from, but like, decent sellers, you will see a lot of that. You'll see shotgun pellets in it. You'll see, you know, who was it? I want to say Culver, but I don't think it's Culver, but I'm going to say it's Culver anyway. I think in a bag of Culver, I got like a 22 long rifle out of one of them. You'll see those every once in a while. Yeah, Arizona bags, you'll see a lot of them. Lynch mining used to, when lynch mining first started, you would find and they're like their $20 bags and stuff. You might find a long rifle casing in it every once in a while, just because in Arizona they're always shooting snakes. Getting your AC fixed tomorrow. Yeah, don't talk about ACs. Yeah, yeah. Let me knock on some wood. My inside unit's now starting to cause me issues, so I'm just waiting for the whole thing to explode so I can 4 years into a brand new AC and furnace and everything. I'm just waiting for them all to explode so I can replace them again. 108. Yeah, see. Yeah, see, that's as much as I love gold and love the idea of, man, I could move to Arizona and pan for gold and stuff like that. The heat, nope, that killed it. I couldn't deal with that heat. No. So, hey, Justin, my man, how are you? It's a long time since you've been on here. I appreciate you. I appreciate even when you're not here, but I appreciate when you manage to pop in, my man. Mentally Corrupted, how's it going? Exposer, thank you for joining the show, and thank you everyone who's joined the show. I appreciate it. And I'll tell you all about the giveaways in a second. So yeah, this is the first bag. We're going to go through another bag if I can find what I did with it. Yeah, so we're going to go through another bag in a second. So we got one bag down. We're just going to mix them all together. So this pan, this smile is going to double in size in a little bit. Yeah. Dina, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. So yeah, so tonight's giveaways. If one of my mods wants to drop the hidden link, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Can't pin it, but if you once the mods drop the hidden link, if you leave a message on there, if you go to the hidden link, the little button, it'll be a hidden YouTube video. On that video, on the YouTube video, the hidden YouTube video, leave a comment. At the end of the show, I will pick one person. They will win a beginner bag of Paydirt with a 0.5 gram of gold in it. Thank you to Gold Nugget Sales. They donated this. That's easy. Just click the link and go leave a comment. End of the show, say I'm here when I pull your name, and you win a bag of Paydirt. For the slightly more complicated giveaway, if you're not already a Whatnot member, is to go to the pinned comment above, click on that link, join Whatnot. If you're already a member of Whatnot, that's fine. Just go to Whatnot, look me up, Miller Prospecting on Whatnot, and send me a PM, DM, private message, whatever you want to call it. And then I will take everyone's name. Larry Ropp just sent me a message, and Scott Robb just sent me a message. Mr. Fix It. So, yeah. Tim, there you go. So, yeah, send me a message on there. I'll put everyone's name in a wheel. It might take me a while because I'm getting so many messages on there. People are just telling their friends about it now. So, yeah, I'll put your name in a wheel, and then 2 people win these. 0.5 gram bag in each Best of California and the Gutter Gold. So, there's only like 68 people here, and there's like 400 messages on Whatnot. I'm kidding. I don't know how many there are, but there are some. And then tomorrow, I will be messaging everybody about 5:30, about 30 minutes to an hour before the live show, before Whatnot. So to remind you that tomorrow I'll be messaging you on Whatnot to remind you that Mike is doing another live show tomorrow on Whatnot. And he will be giving away bags of Gutter Gold as well. 0.25 gram bags of Gutter Gold. He'll be giving those away. So, definitely want to join up. Go over there. Get some of that bonus money that Whatnot's going to give you just for joining through my link. They might not give you a bonus. You're going to get a bonus. It'll either be $10 all the way up to $200. And then you can spend it tomorrow on Gold Sal and maybe get a chance to win a 0.25 gram bag of his Paydirt. So there we go. 8-3 Sky Warrior, how's it going? Hey Brian, thank you for dropping in. Thank you for doing that. Roper, there you go. All right. I don't know why I keep trying to break it up. It's just habit. Always trying to break it up. When I do reviews, this stuff really reminds me of what is it? What's the seller's name? It's an Alaskan seller. I'm drawing a blank. But this really looks like their Paydirt. Except for their stuff is really hydrophobic too, so like you can't even get the water to break it up. So that treated me like a red. $10. Come on, D3 Prospecting, $10. Y'all suck. Yeah, Whatnot don't like y'all. Now, I will tell you, it does not, the $10 does not cover shipping. So just go to one of the coin shows, asking for, find one of the shows that's doing like 1 gram, 2 gram bars and stuff like that. Go buy you a little bit of silver for, $10, pay shipping, get $10 worth of silver for $5. Either that or tomorrow on the Whatnot show, you get $10 discount on some, whatever you buy. I only got $3. You got more than $3. Unless they use you for, they penalize you for using government servers. Bill Mills, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. I'll have to look and see. I'm just looking at, I can just see the new message when they come up, the new ones. Yeah, I don't even know how to use Whatnot half the time. I mean, I can tell you when I use Whatnot to just a bid on stuff, I can't even use my phone. Every time I use my phone, I end up bidding out myself. I noticed the other day I did it. I was on my phone for something, and I just wasn't paying attention. I saw it says, "Oh, bid 50 to win," so I bid 50. Then it says bid 60 to win. I bid 60. And it said bid 70 to win. I bid 70, and nobody else was bidding, so I just bid $70 to just outbid myself $20 to win something. So I always have to have it on my computer. It's the only way I can use it. But then for like the giveaways and stuff, you have to use your phone. So I always have it on both. So don't have Polish in the pay Whatnot. No. I figure they're really trying to push it right now. So, get those bonuses while you can, because, they've been open for what, 2 years now? They've been open around for about 2 years. And the highest bonus they used to ever give was $15. Now they're giving up to 200. So, Randy, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Jeffrey Button, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Thank you, everyone, for joining the show. I appreciate it. I saw B&B was having a show earlier. I was going to try to pop in, but I'm never set up enough when I think I am, so then I always forget to make my coffee, so then I'm running around. I need to bring a coffee machine down here. That's what I need to do. Is that how you outbid me? I use my computer. I set my price, like, you can do the custom bids, but on my phone, by the time I've typed up, I'm not very, good on phones, typing away. Every time I've tried to bid for anything on my phone, by the time I've actually typed in the amount I want to bid, it's sold and he's on this next, item. I have to bid on my computer, so. I don't bid on that much stuff on Whatnot, though. There's only certain things I bid on and Whatnot was, and I won't even do it anymore. Like Round Mountain, I needed something from Round Mountain. I needed a piece from Papua New Guinea. I got those, so I don't need those anymore. Then it's just heart shaped. So yesterday was just because it was funny. Yesterday I was on Whatnot, and I was just there to support Mike, to hang out and chat with people and stuff like that. And I'm getting ready. I had typed into the message, like, I'm getting ready to go eat and stuff like that. And he goes and puts up a heart-shaped nugget. It wasn't perfectly heart-shaped, but they put heart in the description on there. I think they purposely did that to try and make me bid on it. So I had to bid on it and win it, so. I was at people just, yeah. Well, usually, like I said, I don't bid on too much on there. Every once in a while, like when the gutter gold was on there and I didn't have any gutter gold and I was trying to get a couple bags, I would just, click on the custom, calculate in my head, I think it's worth this much, and place my bid, so. Hey, Gold Baron, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. I got my Bobby on the shelf. I got my Bobby's Paydirt on the shelf. And I actually ordered another bag from Bobby too. So ordered second bag. I don't know. Just want to feel the pain, I guess. So I don't know when that video's coming out. They're coming out pretty soon though. The Bobby one's coming out pretty soon. I think the end of August, Bobby will be out. I think that's when I have it scheduled for. The last Saturday in August, that's when I have it for. There you go. Nightbot just dropped the hidden link. If you haven't already, make sure you go leave a comment on that hidden link that get a chance to win this. And as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with any of the giveaways I do on this show. This is 100% by me, just to give back to everyone who watches me on this show. So, Box Rider, there you go. I know nobody's told me. I need to post on Patreon tonight to see if anyone's gotten any of the bigger pieces yet. I only know one person who's panned out any of it so far. So, or two people. I know two people, but they haven't weighed it. Imagination, I got it. But we'll go through it. If you stick around during the show when I'm doing the wheel, I'll read out everyone's name so you can make sure you're on it. So, Doogie's Playhouse, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Did I sign up right? And we could check for what? The whatnot or the hidden video? Depends on which one. They're probably watching the show. One and only, how's it going? Oh, you're going to go through yours HD. There you go. You didn't just use the pinpointer on it? Steven Goff? I tried to defeat the pinpointers in this one. So anyone that got the Mighty Mouse, every single person got at least one piece over +10. At least one piece over +10. I figured that would combat anyone that tried to use just a pinpointer and think they won. So, Dougie? All right, Dougie. Dougie's Playhouse. All right. Got some more gold there. Oh, look at all this. So much Chad just floating around in the water. Oh, gosh. Pan's all dirty. Drives me crazy. Is that a piece of gold? No. All right. Thought I was about to dump some gold in the Tuesday Towns. Can't have that. Oh, man, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah. It's another thing I like about my house is all my plumbing is in my basement. So if anything breaks, it's just going to flood my basement. That's it. And it's a 7-foot basement with a sump pump in it. So it'd have to be a lot of water before anything really started getting damaged. So. All right. No worries. No worries. My son used to do Nerf videos, but he didn't like doing all the editing and stuff, so he quit doing it after pretty quickly. Feels like shells. Just got the gold guess in. Oh, that's a good thing. I need to remind me. If somebody wants to text me, Ortiz, if you're still around, you want to text me and tell me to remind me to post a thing on Patreon for everyone to a reminder for the gold guessing contest because it's ending soon. Exposer. I saw the beginning of it. I watched the very beginning of the Pioneer Poly video, but like I said, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of fake videos. I don't like fake videos. Just it's clickbait. It's just a clickbait title with a clickbait video. Um, you know, if they would have just said, "Hey, let's go through $100,000 bucket we got from Brian Thomas is bringing us to show us what it would be," and, you know, I've done videos like that before. Earlier this month, I did the Gutter Gold exclusive video where, you know, it wasn't a review. I was just showing everybody, hey, this is what you can get. And if it would have just been a video like that, like, hey, look, you know, Brian Thomas said he would be willing to make a $100,000 bucket of Paydirt and put it on his website, which he, by the way, he didn't. Thank you very much, Josh. Which he didn't do, you know. It is just a video stage where the very beginning, Polly's like, "Oh, I'm doing $100,000 bag of, you know, bucket of Paydirt. It's the riskiest thing I've ever done in my life." It's not risky. Brian's not going to lose his reputation. Brian Thomas knows YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. He used to have his band on YouTube and all these things. Brian Thomas is a smart guy. He's not going to ruin his reputation just to, you know, give Pioneer Poly a 70% ROI or 80% ROI. He's going to load the thing up, make it super awesome. Probably at the end, it's worth $100,000 at least. You know, it's probably worth more than $100,000. You know, because you know, Pioneer probably didn't give anybody $100,000 and say, "Hey, bring me a bucket." They just swapped it out. Brian's going to take all the gold back, put it right back in his own pocket. Pioneer is going to drive off, and, you know, just, I mean, like I said, it would have made a good video if he wouldn't have started out talking about how risky it was and how he was taking a gamble and all that. It's just clickbait. He could have easily said, and Brian Thomas could do it. Brian Thomas could have easily put a $100,000 bucket of Paydirt on his website and said, you know, without a buy it now button, and just said, you know, click this button and email me for a thing. And it would have been a great promo for both of them. Just saying, "Hey, look, my buddy Brian Thomas is, you know, started selling a $100,000 bucket of Paydirt, and he made one to show me what it's like. And then if you buy one, you should expect that amount of gold in it, you know. And if you put $90,000 worth of gold in it, you'd say, okay, you know, it's worth it, 95 grand or whatever it is, you know. But just the beginning of it just threw me off. I didn't like it, so it was Pioneer Poly. Pioneer Poly did it. God damn it, God! Thanks for joining the show. Appreciate it. And what was this? Yeah, Flower Gold Wizard's no longer on Patreon. He left Patreon. He decided to leave Patreon. Let's say that. He decided to leave Patreon, and now he has his own, it's called circles.so, but it's an invitation-only membership program now. So you have to essentially, if you go to his YouTube channel and you email him, he'll send you an invitation so you can join. It's the same as before. It's got the $1 tier, $3 tier, $12 tiers, $25 tier, all those tiers. You just have to be invited. So it just came out today. It was a new video. It just came out like a little bit before my show started. I think it came out at like 5 o'clock. So the nuggets are for sale. I can afford the bucket. I can afford the bucket it's going into too. It just depends. Have you ever tried to buy a 5-gallon bucket online? It's expensive to ship them. I was trying to buy, there was a certain color bucket I wanted a while back for some project I wanted to do. And I remember I looked online, I finally found it was like, I think it was orange. It might have been orange. I was looking for some orange buckets. And the buckets, you know, were like $8 because they're a special color. But the shipping was like $25. I'm like, well, I can't afford that. So beer mints, oh yeah, you know. I will say, the best way to do it is like, me and HD talk about this all the time. If you go back to some of the bigger channels, like the channels that have, you know, 25, 50,000, 75,000 and up subscribers, once you get about 100,000 subscribers, you start making some decent money on YouTube. And if you go back through their old videos, you will see that they'll be panning something out and they'll be like, "Oh, wow, look at this. I found 2 flecks of gold. Woo! 2 flecks. Yeah." You know, and you're like, okay, this is when he had 1,000 subscribers. He was finding 2 flecks of gold. Then you look at him at 100,000. He's like, "Woo! Just found 2 1-ounce nuggets." You know, at the exact same property he was, you know, doing before. It's like, yeah, so let me think. So 3 years ago when you had 1,000 subscribers, This river only had 2 little specks in it, but 3 years later, 99,000 subscribers added. Now that same little channel has 2-ounce nuggets in it. So yeah, I know that, Justin. I don't remember what the color was. It was something weird. I don't remember. Maybe it was a square bucket or something. I don't remember what it was. I mean, this was years ago, and my mind is like Swiss cheese now. So, it wasn't orange, and plus I didn't want it to say Home Depot on it either. So, but thank you very much, Justin. Oh my God, GPA. Hey, Knights 880, how's it going? Roman, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm telling you. The shipping for some things is just crazy. It happens all the time where I'll think of something like, oh man, I want this or this. And I'll go try and find it local and they don't have it. And you'll be like, okay, I got to go order it online. And then the shipping on it is just a kill you, just kill you. For example, and this is just, I went to my local Chinese store recently, and they had the last package of grilled sticky rice. It's just sticky rice. It's grilled. It's, certain shape, but it's microwave. You can microwave it, and it turns into really crispy sticky rice on the outside. And I was like, oh man, these are so good. And I asked them if they were getting more, and they're like, oh no, we're not getting them more. So I was like, well, I'm gonna look them up online and see. Found them online, cheaper than my local place. They were, I think, $9 at my local place for 6, so they're not cheap. Found them online for $7, I think, $6 and some change, but it was like $22 to ship them. Okay. You could paint over Home Depot. Yeah, I know. It wasn't orange, but okay, we're just gonna say a different color. It was fuchsia. It was a fuchsia bucket. More than likely, it was a square bucket, because every once in a while I keep thinking I need a square bucket. Because see, what happened is Menards used to sell square 5-gallon buckets, and they stopped a few years ago. And I have 2 of them, and I've loved them. They're the best 5-gallon buckets. You can actually prep, like if you do food storage and stuff like that. Square buckets fit in your closet much better than round ones. You don't have all that space in between them. But they discontinued them. So every once in a while, I'll be like, man, I hate all these totes and buckets I have in my thing. I want these square buckets. I'll Google them online. And then when you find them, through like Uline or one of these other companies, the shipping on them is just crazy. Beermans, yeah, you'd be surprised. You're not the first person. I forget who else did a video like that. Somebody else recently did, like last year, I think it was. They did a video. It might have been, I want to say Vendetta, but I don't think it was Vendetta. Somebody did a video like that, and if you read the comments, there were people like, dude, this is so fake. This is this and this and this. And it's just like, dude, they're doing parodies of the big channels that you're following, saying, wow, dude, you're so good at this, So you can't win. Like if you see the people that are following these big channels that are doing fake videos, and all these people are drinking the Kool-Aid, if you leave a comment and say something like, dude, this is so fake. Oh, dude, you're just jealous, isn't it? But then, if you make a video parroting it, everyone will tell you that you're doing fake. Hit up local restaurants. Their mayo comes in it. Yeah, those smell good, too. Lowe's still sells square buckets? All right, I might have to check those out. See, I never go to Lowe's. They put our Lowe's, where the Lowe's is in Evansville, used to be a decent location, but the city, Evansville, decided to redo the streets on it. So now there's only one entrance to get to it, and it's like in the middle of 2 of the busiest streets. So it's just such a pain in the butt to get to. I never go to it. So even though I like it better than Home Depot. So it's like the Target of Walmart. They're like cult followers. They are. It's really crazy. All right, Brad, thanks for joining the show. I appreciate it. It is like the Kool-Aid. I had a guy who commented on one of my Clash videos. I was complaining about the raw bag of Paydirt. It was the raw bag Paydirt review. And I had someone leave a comment saying that, I should be fair to Clash because Clash also does a 1 gram bag of Paydirt with a really good ROI. This was just, a raw bag of Paydirt with no guarantee. His claim was that the raw bag of Paydirt was just straight out of the dirt and had no added gold. So it was just an experience. So I had to highlight the part from Clash's website, and I was like, no, dude, it's got gold added to it. So I was like, he knows how much gold's in there. He's just ripping you off. And he's like, well, what about the 1 gram bag? And I was like, dude, go to millerprospecting.com, look at all those top 10. They're all 90% ROIs. Clash doesn't even make 70%. It's 69%. I'm like 21% different. I'm like, and he was like, oh, and he just kept on thinking of a different reason why. And I was like, okay, dude, there's just no winning with you. you drank that Kool-Aid. You're in it, you know. Walmart bakery asking for their 3 buckets. I might have to do that. Man, y'all got some good advice, man. Yeah, I don't understand some of these things, why some people build places. Like, it's so funny. So there used to be this Burger King. So we have our main road here, Lloyd's. It's the main, busy street that, they don't let you, it's one of the streets that's so busy, they don't let you have, off, driveways on it. And Burger King, they had opened a Burger King where you had to like go down some weird street, go back through it, and it was only one way. So if you were going, like west, there was no chance you were going to be able to go to that Burger King. So only if you're going east, and that's essentially into Evansville, could you go to the Burger King. And Burger King shut that one down and built a new one like 8 blocks away. So it's a bad location when Burger King is going to close down a store and build a new one 8 blocks away. And since then, they've had 4 restaurants in that same spot in the last 4 years. I'm like, do people not have any common sense? If a Burger King has to move, you ain't making money there. Ah. But everyone's crazy. We got some more gold, some more leaves and twigs, and Okay, maybe White Horse ain't gonna be my favorite anymore. I still like the Coyote though. Yeah. This is different. I do like this Paydirt. Just slightly dirty Paydirt. Cat litter buckets are square. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I might have to do that one. Because my cat does use like those, like, whatever it's called, the clumping cat litter. I just would go with whatever's cheap because it's just clumping up poop. I don't need him to have, the cats aren't wiping their butt with it. So, but that's a good one. That's a really good one. I might have to do that one. And then plus, no one will go in snooping. If somebody sees a closet full of cat litter buckets, they might not go into it. So. You got, I'm gonna have to ask Mike about it. I keep seeing the pennants on there, but I'm like, man, I'd have to get 2 of them because I get them for my kid. I always buy stuff for my kids. So the whole thing I have with my kids is I have these little boxes, and so what I do is if I find a nugget really cheap, like really good price. For example, the other day there was one I got a couple like 2 or 3 years ago. And it was like 1.01 grams. And then the other day I happened to be browsing a site and they had one that was 1.01. So I'll get a matching one and each kid gets a 1.01 nugget in their box. They each will get a 1 ounce silver bar, or a 2.5 ounce silver bar. So that way, once I'm passed on, they can't fight. They can't be like, oh, well, you got this one, I wanted that one, and this. They both have the exact same thing. One of them has a 1.4 ounce Round Mountain. One of them has a 1.4 ounce Harvard Mine nugget. So, but I see those pennants. I'm like, oh man, those would be so cool. Once I'm gone, my kids could, wear a nugget around their neck to just remember me by. But I'm like, man, I have to get 2 of them the exact same weight. What are the odds of that? Yeah, I might have to just find 2 nuggets and send them to Mike and have him get them made for me. But all right, there we go. I mean, just look at this. Oh wait, here, see, we can. Whoever it was, I think this is Casey. Casey's probably still here. The man who told me to get one of these things. Clean it out. There we go. Use my little fish scooper. Get some of these organics out of here. The main thing I don't like about organics is a lot of times I will dump the water from like, this show and then save it. If I know, I'm going to be doing another show Tuesday, I'll save the water, let it settle, and reuse the water. But I can't do that when there's organic. So, yeah. Well, it's so funny too. Now that everyone said that, I had a Chewy coupon for $20 off. I just sent it to my daughter, and my daughter just used it for her cat. So, because as soon as someone said the cat litter, I was like, yeah, I just threw away a $20. So now I gotta wait for Chewy to send me another one. I love Chewy. I only order from them. So the best thing about Chewy is I will order from them, then I'll leave them alone. I wait for them to send me the $20 coupon, and then I just make a new account, use that 20, because you can only use it if you're new. Use that $20. It cost me $29 for it with free shipping. Wait till they send me a new coupon, open a new account, pour it through a large. Oh man, that's too much work, whiskey. Yeah. It's all right. Today's I'm shooting a video tomorrow, so I got to dump this and clean the sink anyway. So I don't mind it when it's on a day where I can't really use the water anyway. So how you doing, whiskey? Taking a break from the gold, Sal, huh? He's making you save some money today. Making everybody save a little bit of money today for tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, over $49 is free shipping. It's funny. The last time I had a Chewy coupon, I remember I needed something. At the time, I was using a different cat litter system, and it was you could only get it online, which is why I just switched to something else. And so I went to Chewy, and I was like, okay, I didn't want $49 with a cat litter, so I was like, I'm gonna get him some expensive cat food because it's $20 coupon. I'm like, it's $20 free. I'm like, I don't care. So I got him two different things of really really fancy cat food. And a little booger wouldn't eat either one of them. And it's funny. So then I tried to get the stray cats in the neighborhood, and none of them would eat it either. I was like, oh, like, you know, like you'd think a stray cat would be like chowing down on some organic, healthy meat protein. Nope, none of the cats in the neighborhood would eat that stuff. It was like $10 for like 8 ounces of cat food. I was like, oh, that's awesome, brother. Yeah, use up them. Make sure everyone goes to them state parks as much as possible so they don't shut them down. Zoltan, thank you very much. I see you on there. Fubar, see you on there as well. Yeah. It's probably gonna take me a little while to set up the the wheel because I didn't really think that out too much. Like I said, originally I'm so used to Mike having his show on Tuesday at the same time. I was just gonna send everyone over to his show, and then just all they had to do was say hi to him, and I was just gonna randomly, be doing my show and just say, okay, I'm gonna click over there, and the next person I see's name on there was gonna win. That'd have been a lot easier. Might not have been the fairest way, or the most random, but I figured it got everyone to his show. But now tomorrow I'm gonna just have to message everyone and tell you, go over there, spend some money on Mike, thank him. Now again, too, remember, Mike will tomorrow Mike will be live 6 o'clock Central, or whatever time zone you're in. It's 6 o'clock my time. And he will be giving away some Paydirt tomorrow. He's got some free Paydirt to give away, some quarter-gram bags of Paydirt. I don't know how many or whatnot, but it is gutter gold too, so this is super good stuff. Been looking for a good Paydirt. Any suggestions? MillerProspecting.com. Top 10 right there. Any of the sellers on the top 10, pretty much in order. So yeah, that's it, Justin. You know, my cat's the same way. I bought one of those like the cat beds that have like the soft blanket roof on top so they can bury themselves in it. He will not use it. He would not use it. I'd put his treats inside of it and he'd stick his head in, pull the treat out, and run away. But then the funniest part is, I mean, I had it for, I think, 2 months sitting in a corner. Not once did he ever use it. I told my daughter, I said, well, I'm going to give it to you. Maybe your kittens will like it, you know. And that next day, he was in it. And I was like, it's too late now. It's going over there. And their cats don't like it, you know. It's just like toys. Like I read the like reviews on cat toys, and 50% of my cat hated it, wouldn't touch it. Another 50% of my cat loved it. So it's like 50% with any pet. You know, they're either going to love it or they're going to hate it. So it is Culver week, just saying. But Culver doesn't have any Paydirt in stock. I looked today. Hard to do a Culver week when he doesn't have any Paydirt in stock. Everyone ordered it and saved it up for now. Yeah, I think the lowest ROI on my top 10 was 89% today. I think it might have been 88%, but that was the lowest. Yeah, Steven, it's just like I said, you pretty much the cats have to be weaned on it from when they were kittens. You know, like when a kitten is starving, a kitten will eat anything. And then if they grow up with it, they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is what I'm used to. Every other animal's like, oh, this is horrible, nasty stuff. How are those kittens eating this? Well, there we go. There is our gold. Let's see if we can. No, don't want. Trying to get rid of this dirty water, but I don't think it's going to go away. Let me see. Do I have? I don't really see. I don't even have any suction things. Yeah, well, we'll just have to leave it like that. Well, there we go. 2 bags, 2 grams. We'll add some more clear water, clear it out some. There we go. So yeah, nice little pile of gold. Some dirty dirt. Where is this calendar where everyone, I have no idea where people, I will see that. Like, I remember I'll see people and they'll be like, everybody's like, oh, it's Vendetta week. And I'm like, what? Where? I'm like, nobody told me. I'm like, yeah. It's the same thing. Culver week, everything else. I'm like, okay. My calendar just says I get my kids this week or don't get my kids this week. It's their holiday. It's their, to be with their mom. I'm using the wrong calendar. So all these other people's calendar tell them it's Culver week. So you should do it. You'll get hooked. So like I said, if here, I will do it right now. Here, we'll do it. Nightbot is going to be posting on the, yep, there we go. Nightbot just posted in the live chat. Go leave a comment on that video. And I'll pull one name out of there and they can win a bag of beginner Paydirt. So easy Paydirt to win tonight. Right, there we go. I guess that was supposed to be, what is it, 2 grams? Yeah, 2 grams of gold we got tonight. We going into some Patreon Paydirt in the future. All right, here we go. Let's make y'all look at my ugly mug. Then we're going to do some giveaway stuff. Still working on my bag of Mighty Mini. Still working on the small stuff. Yeah, I tried to make them both. You know, it's a Mighty Mini. It's supposed to be tough and have a good ROI. So, all right, let's shrink down. Panning cam. Ugly mug time. Some nice gold there. And we still have to do giveaway. Where are my Paydirts? There we go. So, yeah, hidden link. Easy Paydirt. If you join Whatnot through my link in the pinned comment, you can win one of these. So let me go start doing the wheel. If anyone wants to. Let's see. I'm trying to do this so I can see chat at the same time. There we go. Yeah, I'm from Indiana, southern Indiana, where there's no gold. No, I wish I was from California. There's good gold in California. I mean, Colorado. Colorado or California. I'd be happy at either one of those. Colorado has good snow, good snowing, good gold. So, yeah, that's not me. I'm sure there is another Miller. Probably not Miller Prospecting since I own the domain and the YouTube channel. So thank you very much, Tomcat. Yeah, it's definitely going to be rigged now. Yeah, I wish there was a gold mine in my backyard. If there was a gold mine in my backyard, I would be doing a lot more videos on it. So even if there was no gold, you know, all I got is that money pit in my backyard. I still haven't finished the part 3. Well, I've finished part 3. I just haven't ever had time to edit it and make the thumbnail. It's kind of, you know. All right, how are... Yeah, Culver's out of Paydirt. Trying to think who... I mean, anybody on my top 10 will be good if they have Paydirt in stock, so... All right, we got to do... So we got Zoltan on the list. Boobars. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to open it up, Whatnot, on my phone because I can't keep scrolling back and forth. So let's see. Panning really, really slow, Albert. That's about it. It's if you see when I pan, you just tap the side of the pan to try and get as much of the gold in one area as you can, and then just pan real, real slow. I did see you restock the. You were out of what, the 1.5 grammer? I did see that. It's on my shameless plug. If you're a Patreon member, I do a daily ROI sheet with all the Paydirt sellers, the best Paydirt sellers, and their ROIs when they're in stock, when they're out of stock, etc. And yeah, I put Brad's bucket on there today because he was back in stock. All right. All right, DeFoss 79, you're on the list. Framageddon, wonder who that could be. Imagination. I'm sure a lot of people's names are going to be spelled wrong here because I'm trying to type and read chat and do everything. Steven. SCH 58307. You're on the list. J-Rope 32, you're on the list. Neanderthal prospector. Albert Austin, try the. I mean, see, the problem is if you get anything, because I was going to suggest you go get like one of the dream mats, so like mini sluices they have. But the problem is they're just going to catch fine gold and black sand. So you're going to be in the same situation. Just the smaller sluice you get will be the less black sands they'll capture. But no matter what you use, you're always going to end up with black sand and gold. That's what you're always left with. So, Neanderthal prospector, you're on there. Knights 880, you're on the list. Brian 04187 is on the list. William Openshaw is on the list. Nightbot does rule. Nightbot is so helpful. He knows all the information too. Larry Rupp is on the list. Scott Robb, 61. I don't know why I'm typing up everything. You're going to know who you are. Mr. Fixit, 12 is on the list. Footcat is on the list. GNS 954 is on the list. PA Patriot is on the list. Tomcat Josh is on the list. Tomcat Josh is on the list. Tomcat Josh. Oh, wow. How did I put you on there 10 times, Tomcat Josh? I didn't. Don't worry. Ace Maverick. There you go. Drago Skaz is on the list. Bierman's Gold, you're on the list. What list is this again? If you go to the pinned comment above, if you go, well, you're already Whatnot. You're on Whatnot. So if you go to the pinned comment above, you click that, you go to Whatnot. If you go to Look Me Up, Miller Prospecting and Whatnot, and you send me a private message on Whatnot, because tomorrow I'm going to be replying to everyone's message to remind them that tomorrow Mike will be on Whatnot Live, and he'll be giving away some gutter gold for free, some quarter-gram bags of Paydirt. So it's just, this is everybody who has messaged me on Whatnot, so they can be entered to win. Got 2 bags of Paydirt they can win, or one of 2 bags. Best of California half gram and a gutter gold half gram. So no, I've not got you reproaches. Like I said, everybody's on this list. There's everybody. Who am I? I'm at Bierman's Gold. Alacure is on the list. Chasing Cheddar is on the last list. I love cheddar cheese, man. Every time I see your name, I keep thinking, man, I need to buy some cheddar cheese. Jazz Ghost is on the list. John R. Prospecting. Man, he's on the list. Navy Frack, you're on the list. iKite 87, you're on the list. Package Total, you're on the list. I don't know. I'm still doing the list. So let me. Once I say I'm finished with the list, everyone can ask me if I didn't get them. Jewelry Man, 50. You're on the list. David, 5947. You're on the list. Big Bird, you're on the list. You're on someone's list. I like cheddar in my wallet. I like cheddar in my wallet too, but I'm poor, so I don't have too much cheddar in my wallet too often. The only cheddar I have in my wallet is usually a credit card that's screaming, don't use me, please, give me a break. Weezin, he's on the list. Web Steven is on the list. Me and my daughter were talking about enchiladas yesterday. I was like, man, because she was telling me what she put in her. She made enchiladas yesterday. Shane Prothero, you're on the list. Whiskey Lover, you're on the list. Tomcat Josh, he is on the list. Delmar Bill, you're on the list. People are adding to the list, it's messing me up. Delmar Bill on the list. What is this? Faust or Focus? Tom Toys. Mike 1201. See, this is a long list. We're at 38 people so far. How often am I live? I'm live every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. I'm definitely on the FBI list. I found a lot of random potential damage stuff. Really interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna even talk about that imagination. There's way too many people on that list. And just, essentially, if you're a politician or you sponsor, if you donate to politicians, like a big money person donating, they're on that list. There's a reason why that list has not come out in, what, 9 years now? Or 8.5 years? There's a very good reason why it has not come out. Because everyone with money is on that list, and no one wants to upset somebody with money. That's the way the world works. Money makes the world go round and round, so. Los Albert is on the list. Jeff Boge is on the list. Jeff Riley is on the list. KC, you're on the list. Dina, that's you? Okay. Well, okay, so I did you, right? I saw that. Yeah. Casey Sering, Whatnot, What Full. That's I know who you are. Got Teo, got you. Kristen Reed. Thomas High. Rap. Torrid. Is Vendetta in the house? What's up, brother? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. So, Raptor Ridge, you're on there. Refotris, you're on there. There we go. I got you, Refotris. Ehoff, I got you. Looks like this list is killing you. It's just a pain because every time somebody adds a name, it drops me all. So I'm scrolling down the list to add names. And anytime someone sends another one, some people are putting their name in there 2 and 3 times now, it jumps it all the way back to the top. So I have to find where I was at from before. Fortress. We got Ed. We got Ed. We got Brad's Bucket. And we got an Alan. We'll put you on there. So there we go. That's everyone. If anyone's not missing, post something now. Let me know if I didn't call your name out. Let's see. Zoltan, Fubars, DeFoss79, Fromageddon, Imagination to Form, Stephen SCH, J Rope, Neanderthal Prospector, Knights 880, Brian 04187, William Openshaw, Larry Robb, Scott Robb, Mr. Fixit, Footcat, Tim Spring, PA Patriot, Ace Maverick, Dragon Scaz, Beerman's Gold, Alan Cure, which is Alan Curie, I'm guessing, Chasing Cheddar, Jaskos, John R. Prospecting, Navy Frack, Ikai 87, which is Dina, Package Total, Jewelry Man 50, David 59487. All right, trying to make sure I don't have somebody's name. Yeah, Big Bird, Weezin, Leb Steven, Shane Prothero, Whiskey Lover, Tomcat Josh, Delmar Bill, Falcus Tom Toys, Mike 1201, AU Salbert, Jeff Boge, Jeff Riley, KC String, Whatful, Teo, Kristen Reed, Thomas High, Raptor ID, Refotris, E. Hoff, Ed B 72700, Brad's Bucket. That's the list. So yeah. All right, so that's everyone on the list. I will keep this open on my phone so I can look at it. But all right, let me put my laptop back together, open back everything. But you still have time. We're gonna, you got like 5 minutes. So if you haven't already, this is the thing. If you haven't already, because we're gonna do this one first, and then we'll do the easy bag of Paydirt because that one's so much easier to do than this one. You have 5 minutes. If you have not joined Whatnot yet, or if you've already joined Whatnot, go to the pinned comment above and hold on. Go to the pinned comment above and then follow that link on there to Whatnot. Look me up, Miller Prospecting, on Whatnot, and then send me a message on Whatnot, and I will add you to a wheel, and you will have a chance to win one of 2 bags of Paydirt, each with a 0.5 gram of gold in Best of California and Gutter Gold. So I will never be doing anything like this again because this is too complicated. So D3 Prospecting, what's your name on? Send me another message, D3 Prospecting. If you haven't seen your name, if I didn't call your name out, Jason, what's your name? Send me another message and because it'll let you send me another message. Just send me another message and I'll put you on. So we got a few minutes, so just send me a message if you're not on the list. But I wasn't on the list. Well, yeah, send me another message on Patreon. I mean, on Whatnot. Send me another. It's on Whatnot. Send me another message on Whatnot, and I'll see it. If not, we'll figure it out. I'm under Polish Prince Gus. I had that one. You didn't hear me call that one on the list? Yeah, the Charles King, the link for the special drawing is at the top. It's a pinned comment. It says Nightbot to win one of 2 Whatnot Gaw Paydirts. Go there. The hidden link. So after we give away these 2 bags of Paydirt, you're not out of the running yet. Once we're going to give these 2 bags away, after that, we will focus on the hidden link. The same thing we do every single month. I will get rid of the pinned comment, and we still have the hidden link bag, so you can still win this. So we're giving away 3 bags of Paydirt. That's why I'm trying to get everyone over to Whatnot to visit Mike tomorrow. I'm going to remind everyone, I'm going to send everyone a message tomorrow on Whatnot to make sure you catch his show tomorrow. He's going to be giving away some Paydirt as well tomorrow. This is just my way to promote his Whatnot and Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales because he donated so much Paydirt this month. So for everyone to get. So all right, so we'll give it a few minutes. Everyone can go over there. If I didn't call out your name, we're going to read out the name again in 2 minutes. If you didn't see your name on there, let me know. So, and I'll double check and look. So, all right, I got you, Jason. Now I got all right, who we got on there? So we got Jason G, Jason, or Jazz Goss. We got the Gold Baron. And we got no AU in AZ. I have no idea who that is. Oh, and Jazz Goss, I had called your name out. So yeah, I had called you. So you were on there. Trying to make sure nobody's got 2 entries. So yeah, Jazz Goss, you were on there. You're right after Chasing Cheddar. All right, now we catch up in chat, see. So never tell me the odds. So, all right, I think we have everybody on there. And again, tomorrow I will be messaging everybody on Whatnot to remind you Mike is doing a show tomorrow. Go spend all that free money that Whatnot gave you. Buy something from him. He's doing some giveaways tomorrow, and I can tell you Mike has 2 big giveaways coming up. I don't know when they're coming out, but I do know he's doing a 1-ounce nugget giveaway coming soon. And then he was talking about another giveaway yesterday on his Whatnot show. That's a good thing. The more Mike talks about gold and stuff, the more opt he is to do giveaways, because he starts saying things. He goes, oh, just do a giveaway on that. So, Ace Maverick is you. That makes sense. Aaron Mack. So I'm sure whoever wins, everyone will scream, that's me, that's me, that's me. So, all right. All right, so let me. All right. Let's get rid of the panning cam. So bye-bye to that beautiful gold. We'll do window capture. There we go. So we're ready for the window capture. All right. Let me see, because all right. I need to copy all the names, because my Chrome just froze and I don't want to retype this whole list out again. So let me make sure I have it just in case it freezes and backs up. But there we go. There we go. So, all right, let me check one last time, and then we're going to go. We got one more name to add. There you go. Make sure it's not already on there. All right. All right, there we go. All right, we got the list all done. Close these ads. All right, so let's shrink down the ugly mug. Do this first giveaway that is a huge pain in the butt. And then we'll go back to the normal one. That's your time? Well, there you go. Well, good luck, everyone. Well, there you go. Chef V, you got time? Here, we'll give you a second, Chef V. I know you're on Whatnot. Just go to Whatnot and send me a message on Whatnot. That's it. That's all you got to do. Open up your Whatnot app. Say, Dylan, send me a message. Miller Prospecting on Whatnot. We got time, brother. So everyone has until Chef V posts a comment. So as soon as that, we'll do the drawing. So yeah, you're running late. I gave up on the whole gold sal thing. It was just getting everyone to just reply. So I figured if I just got people, they knew they're going to get a message about gold sal tomorrow, whether they like it or not. So oh my gosh, Ed, what's wrong with you, man? Trying to sweeten the pot there, Ed? Charles, you're in. No. Yeah. Need dirt down here in Florida. Yeah, Nightbot. We'll be doing the Nightbot one in a few minutes. We're just waiting on Chef V. There we go. What's up, Chef V? We got you on here. All right, that's the last name. Anyone else? So sorry, too late. I'm going to pull it. So there we go. All right. All right, let's shrink down the ugly mug. Starting to get hot in my studio. There's him. So, all right, here we go. And yesterday, when I was on Whatnot, everyone was telling me that I do not plug my website enough on my Tuesday shows. So, MillerProspecting.com, best website in the universe. Has all my recent posts, has every one of my live shows, has the top 10 recommended sellers, my last 100 reviews, sellers to avoid, worst 25 ROIs of all time. There's some bad sellers on there that are still in business, so avoid those. Sellers to avoid, a long list of sellers you should avoid. MillerProspecting.com. Now, let's just go to Wheel of Names. All right, there's nobody sending me a message. This is everybody's name. You've had long enough to double check and check you're on the wheel. If you did not comment earlier, it's too late. You're on the wheel. We're gonna do the best of California first, and then we're gonna do the gutter gold because I love the gutter gold, so that's the special one. But we're gonna spin it. First bag is going to be the best of California. Let's see, how do we do this? We're gonna shuffle it up, and then we're gonna spin it. So best of California. Bam, there you go. It's spun. It's already in the emotion. There's nothing you can do about it now. It's too late. And who do we have? Is it going to be Brad? Brad's Bickett. I have no idea who Brad's Bickett is, but Brad's Bickett, you just won the best of California half-gram bag. We're going to remove your name. The next one is the half-gram gutter gold bag. I'm going to shuffle it up a couple more times. Spin it. There we go. It's done. It's done. The giveaway's over, people. You can go home now. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Stephen Curry. So Stephen shows up late and swoops in, sniping a bag of gutter gold. So Stephen Curry, you won the half-gram bag of Paydirt. You can both message me on Whatnot and tell me your address, and I will send you these. So Brad, Stephen, there you go. You're the winners. Congratulations. Now back to the Gold Paydirt best website ever, Miller Prospecting, Gold Paydirt reviews. So there we go. Ugly mug time, and now we're going to start. We still have another half-gram bag of Paydirt. It's not as much fun panning out, but it's still gold in your pocket, so. No worries, no worries. Yes, you get dirt. There is dirt in this gold. There's half a gram in each one of these bags. So, all right. Now we can start posting the hidden link. Okay, we can get rid of the pinned comment. All right, there we go. Unpin it. Now make sure, again, all these bags were donated by Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales. You don't have to spend any money, but you can go hang out with them tomorrow, cheer them on. Maybe put one low bid in there, make everyone else pay a little bit more. You know. My name wasn't on that. Well, your name was on that. If I called out your name was on that. Maybe you just didn't see your name on there. Strangely enough, that's what I figured, Weezin. I thought so too. Originally, because it's probably two of the people that are always on there the most, that are always bidding. But besides, there's three of them. There's Whiskey Lover that are in my chat. Whiskey Lover, Teo, and Brad's Bucket. If it would have came out with two of the big spenders on Mike's Whatnot, it would have been like, that's definitely rigged. So. That much, yeah. So, but we still, like I said, we still have another giveaway to do. So go to the hidden comment. It's not as fun, Paydirt. This isn't as fun, but it's still, like I said, it's a half a gram of gold, and it's chunky gold. Chunky gold is better than fly poop gold. So half a gram of there. Hidden video. Go leave a comment on that. I'm going to go make sure all the comments are going through. And then we're going to do that. So make sure all the comments are going through. So everything seems to be going pretty smoothly tonight with YouTube. So, yeah. All the comments are going through. There you go. I didn't say you had to spend the money. There was no thing about you had to spend any money. You just had to go over to Whatnot, look around. Eyeball shop. So yeah, if you already have a comment in the hidden link, that's all you got to do. Once you post your comment on the hidden link, you're good. You'll go back through it. All right, we can get rid of the wheel of random names because we already pulled those. So there we go. Oh, I do need to go get the hidden link. What is details? Give me that code. Give me that. Give me that. All right, there we go. So yeah, so you got we got 5 minutes and we will pull the name up for the hidden comment. So there we go. I don't break my stuff here. Where is live chat? There we go. Sent DM. All right, cool. I just figured that was much easier than me typing my email and having you send me my email. So, but there we go. So now I will have what is coming out Saturday. I do have a video coming out Saturday. I have no idea what it is. I'm thinking I have an eBay Paydirt review coming out Saturday. So I think I have a really good eBay Paydirt. I mean, like really, really good eBay Paydirt coming out Saturday. Next Tuesday will be the Patreon live show. So I think, yeah, next Tuesday is Patreon live show. So if you haven't already and you're a Patreon member, make sure you go guess the gold weight so you can try and win some nuggets. Now, this Patreon live show, I won't be doing the wheel. I just thought of the new, and I'm not going to change something in the middle of people guessing. But next month, I think the wheel will be back for the Patreon giveaways. Let me just see, where is my calendar? Yeah, next Tuesday is a Patreon live show. So yeah, next Tuesday we're going to be giving away a whole bunch of Paydirt. We won't be panning anything out, but we're going to be giving away some Paydirt. You can see it's all back here. All this Paydirt is going to somebody. So all that Paydirt is going to somebody next Tuesday. Some of it's my $79 crazy tier members. They get guaranteed bags of Paydirt. Some of those are going to them. Some of them are going to the people that guess the best with the yin and yang gold nuggets. We'll be doing that Tuesday, but Saturday I do have a review coming out. I'm almost positive it's an eBay review. I haven't shot it yet. I'm shooting it tomorrow. That's why it's, milky brain right now. So, but all right, let's go shrink down the ugly mug, do the hidden comments, then you can all get out of here. I can go get something to eat because I got to run to the store to get eggs. I planned on food for tonight and I need eggs and I don't have eggs. So, all right, what are we doing? Shrinking down the ugly mug, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. Let me make sure window is on. Yeah, the window is on. All right. All right, shrink down ugly mug yet again. Now again, thank you all. And if I pull your name from the hidden comment, you must post something in the live chat. That's the only way I know that you're really here and you watch the show and all that and you just didn't pop in, put your name. So is the only giveaway that I make you really have rules for is the hidden video. So shrink down the ugly mug again. Let's go. Oh, wow. What is this website? Miller Prospecting, you don't say. What? You can even shop here and all kinds of stuff. Man, they got stickers and shirts and equipment. If you ever need a gold pan, this is where to go get it. Man, this place is great. This is such a beautiful website. Man, he went all out. But there you go. Self-promotion time's over. And I don't make any money on my website. Well, unless you go to the shop store, I do. But if you're just browsing on the videos and stuff like that, I'm not, not making any money, so no hard selling on there. So, but all right, there we go. There's the link. Good luck to everyone. Thank you very much for joining the live show. I really do appreciate it. I always appreciate it. That's why I always try to do giveaways when I'm doing my live shows. After this month, I'm definitely gonna have to step up my game because giving away gold-plated dimes is gonna make me look bad. Mike, thank you very much. No replies. Let's continue. 64 comments. Good luck to everyone. Let's pick the winner. Jeff Boge. I look forward to Tuesday nights. Well, I appreciate it. I look forward to him as well, and I look forward to everyone joining the show. But Jeff, congratulations. You won one of the hardest bags of Paydirt you will ever pan out in your life if you're about 6. The beginner's bag. And this, by the way, is one of my favorite bags of Paydirt. Not so much the Paydirt itself, but the label is one of my favorites. That's why it is on my shelf. Very few Paydirts that are still being sold are on my shelf. That one is. This is a special bag. This is actually a custom bag. It has a special amount of gold in it that is more than a half gram. But congratulations, Jeff. And now back to the best website ever. There we go. So, all right, now we just need Jeff to post something in the live chat, and then that's it. You win. I can go. We can all go home and stop looking at the ugly mug. So he did speak up. Well, congratulations. Thank you very much. So thanks everyone for joining this show. I really do appreciate it. I will send everyone's Paydirt out tonight. If I got the messages with the emails and the addresses and all that, I will send them out tonight. So they'll be in the post office as a little slot in the morning. Again, I will have a video out Saturday. I am 100% sure it's eBay. 100% sure, or 99.9% sure it is eBay. And I actually think it's an eBay battle. So it's going to be a battle between the two best sellers on eBay right now. And they're both really good sellers. I mean, really, really good. I was really surprised at some of these Paydirts that are on eBay now. So, and then next Tuesday will be the Patreon giveaway. So I will be posting a reminder on Patreon later tonight or first thing in the morning to guess. So make sure you guess. So. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, everyone, for joining the show. I really do appreciate it, as always. Next Tuesday won't be any panning, but we'll be giving away a lot of Paydirt, as I showed you behind me. I hope everyone, just email. I think just email works if you need my email. Yeah. So, but I will hopefully see you all Saturday. It won't be a premiere, I don't think, because I don't think I'll have enough time to edit. I've got some stuff I've got to run around and do this week. If I can edit it before Saturday, if I can have it edited by Friday night, it will be a premiere on Saturday. If not, it'll just drop at the usual time. Then next Tuesday, we'll do our Patreon show. But thanks, everyone. Thank you all for joining the show, and hopefully I'll see you next Tuesday. Gold Marine.